99% of people fail to reach their communication potential. And it's because they say one dangerous phrase. That's not me. Someone suggests that they vary their body language or change how they use their voice or tell their story in a different way, and they just say, that's not me. And what they're basically saying there is what you're suggesting does not fit with my speaking style. But let's analyze that. Where did your speaking style come from? Psychologists have determined that most of the things we learn about communication happen during the age of 0 to 7. 0 to 7. During that 7-year period, you are being influenced by people in your environment. You're picking up how your mum or dad or caregiver communicate. You're picking up how people on the TV communicate, if you have one of them. You're picking up on all these different body language and vocal techniques that you are seeing in a daily basis in your home environment. So essentially, we take all of that and then we make that our own. We say how my dad, how my mum, how my caregiver communicates, that's how I should communicate. And then we continue forth with that communication style into our teenage years, into our adulthood, and we think this is me. But the reality is it's not you. It's just what you learn from the age of 0 to 7. You're just speaking like your mum, dad, or whoever you were close to when you were young. You can do so much more with your voice, your body language, your storytelling, if you are willing and open-minded to explore. But so many of us just stay in that small little box. Think of it like a piano. In a piano, there are many different keys that you can play, but so many people only play a few keys on the piano. They never try and play these other keys over here because that's scary. That's not them. That's different and that's weird. That's not how they communicate. But what they could learn to do is they could learn to practice those other keys. And then all of a sudden, they're expanding how they can communicate. They're using their voice in different ways. They're using their body language more effectively. They're changing their options when they speak to an audience. And that is why 99% of people fail to communicate to their full potential. Because they stay where they are and never realize what they can become. So if you want to be that 1% that breaks through and reaches your full potential, you've got to learn to play the full piano. And that means doing things that make you feel uncomfortable. So for example, a simple thing is a little vocal technique exercise. A lot of the time we speak in one way. We maybe speak like this throughout our entire presentation. Maybe do an exercise where you have to suddenly speed up at moments in your presentation and slow down. Every 5 seconds you have to speed up and talk like this, and then you have to slow down. Now that's going to feel weird, it's going to feel strange, it's definitely not natural, but it's getting you to discover how you can vary your voice, how you can increase speed and lower speed. Maybe you do an exercise where every third word you have to increase the volume, like I am doing now. Now, is it natural? No, but it's helping you expand how your volume can change. And by doing these weird exercises that feel unnatural, you are essentially playing different keys on that piano. You're stretching your voice, you're stretching your capabilities, and eventually these skills, these vocal techniques you're learning with increasing the speed or changing the volume are going to begin to integrate into your natural speech patterns, and they are going to feel natural as you are speaking. And your challenge is to do that with everything as a speaker. Voice, body language, storytelling, slides, everything. Because that is truly how you will reach your full potential.